evening, everyone, and welcome to this platform. It is really a privilege and honor to be on this platform today to share. And thank you very much for that feedback. Everybody can hear me. Yeah, and so today we're talking about the future ready woman and her digital landscape. So I'll start like this. What if I told you that the future is already upon you and I? The future is already upon us. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel scared, excited, anxious, or ready for it with a bring it on attitude, knowing that you know the owner of the future? So please, could you put in the comments for me? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel scared? Does it make you feel excited? Does it make you feel anxious? Or are you ready, and saying, bring on the future, because I know the owner and the Lord of the future? Yeah, whatever you feel, it's okay. Just put it down, and we're going to talk about it later on. You um, whatever it is you feel, it's fine. It's valid. However, there's a God part to things, and there's also an us part. Where God will do His thing, and we also have to do our own thing to make sure that we know and we are ready for the future. One of the scariest things that I have gotten in life or I've realized in life is that excuse is not tenable before God. I don't know is not tenable before God because nobody is supposed to know for you. So you can't get into the future and say, oh, I didn't know, or oh, I wasn't told, or I wasn't taught. That's why we're all supposed to be seekers, seeking to know what the future holds and trying our best to be that future ready woman who is going to be very optimized in the future. So, really, that's why you're here this evening, and it's no accident that you're here. So please settle in nicely, bring out your notebooks and your notepads, and let's learn together. As you can see, I came prepared. I've got my own notebook and I've got my own pen because as I facilitate, I'm also going to learn from you. So, first of all, definitions. Who is the future ready woman? The future ready woman is a confident and ambitious individual who is prepared to thrive in a rapidly changing world. The future ready woman is a confident and ambitious individual who is prepared to thrive in a rapidly changing world. She is proactive in her pursuit of knowledge and skills, consistently seeking out opportunities to learn and grow. She is adaptable, flexible, and able to navigate a variety of environments with ease. She understands the importance of communication, collaboration, and networking. The future ready woman actively seeks to build strong relationships with those around her. Did I by any chance describe you? Are you ambitious? Are you prepared to thrive in a changing world? Are you proactive in your pursuit for knowledge and skills? Are you constantly seeking opportunities to learn and grow? Are you adaptable? Are you flexible? Are you able to navigate in various environments with ease? Do you understand the importance of communication, collaboration, and networking? Are you actively seeking to build strong relationships with those around you and even those that are far off? If you scored 6 over 10, then you are a future ready woman from this my list. If you scored yourself 6 over 10, then you are a future ready woman. Let me read you another set of attributes that the future ready woman should have. A leader, both in her personal and professional life. She has to be innovative and creative, using her skills and resources to make a positive impact on the world around her. Committed to personal and professional development, always seeking to improve herself and her skills. Resilient, persistent, able to face challenges and setbacks with determination and grace. So, whichever way you look at it, this is who the future ready woman is. Ultimately, the future ready woman is a force to be reckoned with, ready to take on whatever the future may hold. You and I will agree that the future is largely unknown. So you have to be ready to take it on. That is the spirit that the future ready woman has to have. Then it goes without saying that for anyone to be all of this, the person's anchor must be God. For anyone to be all of these things that I have reeled out, the person's anchor must be God. Because in truth, you can't be talking about a future that you don't know the creator of. You can't be ready for a future that you're not aligned with the creator of that future. And we say all the time that God was, God is, and God is yet to come. And so that means that God is the God of the future. And so if you want to be a future ready woman, then you need to first and foremost align yourself in God, with God of God. Because that's when you'll be able to be all of these things that have been enumerated. Because these are not things that you do by physical strength alone. So you must know who God is and align to it. Then right after that, you must know the creators of the future, because you see, God has given us the power and the authority to also recreate. So there are some people or some persons that are creating the future. For instance, Mark Zuckerberg. How many of you on the call tonight are following him? He's shaping our future. He, in particular, is shaping our future, maybe more than any other person. He practically sits atop or astride the digital thing, the whole virtual space. You'll find his footprints everywhere. So do you want to understand it? Then you follow him. Then you get to know about him. Then you look at the things he puts out. And then you analyze them. And then you say, oh, okay, so he's looking to this direction. So he's going to that direction. Okay, so all right. So it's either you start to understand him, or you come abreast him, or you go ahead of him. But you need to just know him and know what he's about. All right? On the other hand, what is a digital landscape? A digital landscape is a collective name for websites, emails, social networks, mobile devices, be they tablets, iPhones, smartphones, videos, etc. and etc. These tools help individuals and businesses to prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge, be responsible, also known as sell their products or services. You recall that these were the same exact words that God gave us in Genesis. Go out there, prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take dominion, subdue everything. So essentially, what we're talking about tonight is the woman who is ready to tackle the future using every tool that is available to her to do exactly what God wanted her to do, what God proposed her to do, which is what? Prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge, be responsible. Who remembers that Bank PHB advert that one day cars will run on water? When that advert was being aired here in Lagos, Nigeria, some time back, it sounded very far-fetched. Someone like me, even though I was in advertising, I rolled my eyes and said, really? Cars are going to run on water? But a few short years down the line, the things that are happening now is even child's play compared to cars running on water. You know. And so we need to brace up for the future and get ready for it. I'm sure we'll all agree, for instance, that the quantity and quality of technological innovations we have witnessed since COVID-19 cannot be compared to what was obtainable 10, 15, 20 years prior. The future arrived and placed us squarely, not just on the metaverse, but on a digital super duper highway. Whether we know it or not, we're all dual citizens of the real world and the virtual world. In fact, make that triple citizenship, because first of all, we're citizens of heaven. So now, we have now become also dual citizens of the real world and the virtual world. Have you ever held a meeting online? Have you attended church service online? Naming ceremony, wedding, book launch, graduation, commencement, concert, football, tennis tournaments, doctor consultation, dating, fashion show, music concert, lectures, name it. If you have ever attended anything online, then my dear, you are a netizen. And we very well know that everything happens online now. Auctions. In fact, please, everyone on the call, could you please just write the things you have attended online so that we can all look at it later on when we all come back? Just write the activities, the occasions, the ceremonies, the symposiums, everything that you have attended online. Job interviews, everything now happens online. So that makes you squarely a netizen, as well as a citizen of a country somewhere in this universe. So this is your future, and this is my future. And it's fast and furious. And that's why we describe the future-ready woman as innovative and able to adapt to changes. You can imagine that it's just taking us 3 years to get here, where everything is happening online. We're ordering food online. We're buying clothes online. Some of us, since post-COVID, can't remember going into any stores. Everything comes online to you. So that's very fast and furious. Now, consider how many times, too, your apps have asked you to update. Update because there has been an upgrade. So that tells you that this technology is fast, and you have to be super fast yourself so that we don't always have to play catch up, to it. Fact is, my dear sisters, we are all carrying our futures in our hands. We are all carrying our futures in our hands. Yes, our phones are getting smarter every day. And we have to get smart as well, if not smarter. Today I heard something gooder. Gooder, not good, better, best, gooder. So we have to get smarter. than the smartphones that we're carrying. The wise ones will get it and apply it to create the vision they caught. But the foolish ones will stay on it to waste their time and future enriching those who serve what their itching ears and simple minds crave for. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold the thought of the parable of the virgins a while for me, please. The future ready woman is contending to survive, live, thrive, and become all she's supposed to be in a rapidly changing digital landscape. A somewhat scary and, in fact, dizzying superhighway. It's amazing. You wake up today and you think you know what's up. And then Mark just makes a just just makes a post. Well, today, yeah, from 12 o'clock today, you can log on to 4 WhatsApp um on different phones. You can log on to one WhatsApp using 4 different phones. And then you're like, oh wow, really? Wow, you're still trying to grab that one. You wake up the next day, Mark has said, you know what? While you're chatting with someone, you can actually pay not from your bank now, but from your WhatsApp. Pay for something. We're like, oh wow, we're still getting used to, oh, okay, now I can do some monitoring. Now he's now saying, oh no, I can actually pay from my WhatsApp. Incredibly fast. But we're going to be faster because we're women of the future. We're the future ready women. Yeah? Now, like I always teach, technology is a tool. It sounds so big, and they use some lingo that makes us say, oh, when are we going to be able to catch up? Are we going to be able to cope with this and not? But the fact is, technology is a tool, and tools are supposed to help you get things done. For example, a car is a tool. A car is supposed to help you move from point A to point B. For example, cutleries are tools. A knife and a fork is supposed to help you carry food from your plate and put inside your mouth and eat. And it doesn't matter whether your car is bulletproof, whether it has the baddest sound system, whatever, it doesn't matter. The important thing is the car gets you from point A to point B. And I bet you it's not the first day you took up a knife and fork that you became very, very adept at using it. You will make some funny, silly mistakes. Some people will hold the knife in the left hand. No, that's the correct hand. So they will hold the knife in the right hand. And then, all kinds of things. But after a while, they begin to understand. There are also some people like my father, for instance, who went out to drive. They took him out to teach him how to drive in the morning. And by evening of the same day, he came back driving the car by himself. Even that feat doesn't make him an expert driver. It didn't make him an expert driver. It doesn't make him an expert driver. At best, what we'll say is he's a fast learner. And I'm very certain that on this call this evening, there are, there are fast learners, So I am not afraid, or I don't, I'm not, that people will not grab what we're talking about. So it's a tool. And what happens is it meets you at the point where you are at, and then you begin to practice, you begin to use it, and then you begin to get used to it. And then one day, voila, you're driving, and then you can see your friend and you can say, hello, and you're still driving. What you could never, before you would have held the steering like this with your whole life, and somebody is calling you, then bow, I'm driving. No, don't call my name, I'm driving. But now you're like, hey, what's up? All right, yeah, sure, no problem. Then you go back to driving because now you've gotten used to driving. So that's the same thing with technology. So I don't want anybody to be afraid of technology. Yes, the future is going to be a whole lot of technologically, it's going to be technological driven a whole lot. But we will not approach that future with fear because technology is a tool. So the future ready woman will have to embrace technology and master it and then submit it to God to be able to put it to good and effective use. Because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So once you master this stuff, once you have learnt it, the next thing is to now take it back to God, put it to the Word of God, and then now use it for the purpose for which you have been created. For instance, the face of work has changed. The face of society and the way we socialize has changed. And that's why we need to become digitally savvy. I mean, I'm just looking at the charts now. Julia said she's even attended funerals online. Who does that? Well, we're doing it. I saw a traditional marriage the other day online. They had a big screen, and the man was beamed on the screen, wearing the same attire with the wife. And when they said it was time for couples dance, the lady got up and went near the screen, and the man got up too, and they were dancing. And we accepted it that they were married. So that is the kind of changes that we're going to be seeing going on and on. So we need to be digitally savvy and comfortable with working differently. Work as we know it now is it's not going to be here in the next 10, 15 years. So we need to be comfortable working remotely and able to adapt quickly to new technologies and ways of working. The 8 to 5 regular go to office everyday kind of jobs are going into extinction. Your guess is as good as mine on how long we have before work landscape is completely transformed. But if I'm to hazard a guess, I would say another 15, 20 years. The future ready woman needs to know this and prepare herself for such a time as that. We will certainly not be working the way we know it today in the next 15, 20 years. Let me ask, how many people working for you today come in every day? How many are full-time staff? How many are engaged on a need basis? The future of work is leaner, faster. It's not bogus. It's remote. Just imagine what the last 3 years have thrown up. Teachers who didn't have to be in class to teach, all levels of education. Documents got prepared and signed without the help of many PAs or secretaries carrying files to Oga. Technology has taken power from those PAs. Those PAs that used to give us stress, that will be begging, please carry a file, put in front of your Oga. Technology has dealt with them. I'll be very, very, very surprised today if there's anyone here tonight who doesn't have an email address, who doesn't belong to a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group, who does not use any of the following social media platforms actively: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+, Telegram, WeChat, Snapchat, MySpace, Buffer, Vimeo, Reddit, Tumblr, Facebook Messenger, Twitch. I could go on and on. But let's just stop here. And please, right now, thank you, Ekanem. Ekanem works daily with people in 17 countries. That's what I'm talking about. Right now, please, could you help me write, out of all this list that I just enumerated, which ones are you conversant with? Which ones are you currently using? Which ones do you know actively? In Nigeria here, we all know Instagram. It took me going to the UK to know about Vimeo. Vimeo is similar to Instagram, but a lot better. It has more depth. And then I couldn't break into it. I couldn't. And I'm like, are you, because here now I can extract anything from anyone's Instagram. Yeah? But I couldn't extract anything from Vimeo. And I said, no, it's not possible. And that was personal because that was my daughter's graduation, and her university decided to go put everything on Vimeo. And so I will not have video. No, it's not possible. And so I had to sit down and crack Vimeo so that I can do what? I can grab my daughter's graduation videos. So, yeah, Julia is ready. She knows everything. She's on everything. Okay, great. So, what about remote work platforms like Zoom, StreamYard, Google Meet, Skype, Cisco, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, GoToMeeting? How many did you know before now? How many are you using? What is stopping you from experimenting with them, future ready woman? The best time to have known was yesterday, but it's gone now. So the next time to know is now. We need to get into the digital superhighway and start to surf. We need to get into the digital highway and start to surf. Because honestly, if the charge to us is go and take dominion, then we can't be playing catch up. No, we can't. You know, what you surf will vary from person to person. But be sure to look for knowledge mines and mine them for application, reapplication, and cross application as the opportunities throw up themselves. The future ready woman has the ability, remember, I told you, to work across different platforms and devices, leveraging your digital skills to build successful careers, successful ministries, achieve financial independence, and contribute to the economy and the world at large. Listen, Ekanem has even just said it. Teams of the future are going to be made up of people across continents, communicating with neuron implants. Yeah, blood of Jesus. But that's what's going to happen. So, are we going to wait for the cheese to be completely moved? Or are we going to get in now and understand it and then begin to also make sure that we are ready when that time comes? Someone said emails were, not someone said, that's fact. Emails were developed as far back as 1970, but they never took on. It took a while before it caught on. But because we're already on this super duper highway, everything just gets dropped now like it's hot. Chap, 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 back to back. Back to back. So we need to make sure that we have our hands on the pulse of the technological and the digital superhighway. The future is multiple streams of income. The days of I work in MTN, I go there 8 to 5 are over. The future is multiple streams of income. What skills do you have now that you can harness and digitalize? You'll be amazed at how many people out there who need your skills, but you're keeping quiet, thinking that, oh, I don't know, I don't have any skills, I don't know what to do, I don't know how I can, I have nothing to offer. So my question for you tonight, or my question to you tonight is, what is in your hands? Can you talk? Can you write? Are you an original thinker? Are you a fast follower? There are lots of things that you can do. There are so many things that let me say it the way they say it in local parlance. You don't know the one that will blow you, or the one that will catch fire, or the one that will go viral. You just don't know. But there's no woman that doesn't have something that you can digitalize. There's so many things you can do. if you can write, if you can speak. A friend of mine started teaching people how to speak her dialect, which is Anang. And it's amazing. She's got some Chinese people in her class on top of this same Facebook that all of us are in. Because people want to learn different things. The world has changed. Everybody is now like, COVID taught us some lessons. And part of those lessons that we took from COVID is that, you know what? Drinking as much as you can, learn as much as you can, live as much as you can. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Even the Bible said it, the one you eat and the one you drink is what you're going to carry. And so people are now more, into doing stuff that balances them, wellness, wholeness. And so they want to learn things. They want to come out of their cocoon. They want to come out of their natural space and then get some adventure, learn something new. So there is something that you can put out there for people to learn from you. And so you can start freelancing. With the rise of digital nomads and remote job opportunities, many people are turning to freelancing as a way of making money. Freelancers can offer services like writing, graphic design, social media management, web development to clients from all over the world with just your smartphone and from the comfort of your home. You know, most of these people who handle social media pages for people, they make a lot of money. So the future ready woman needs to know these things and be ready for the future. And then there are three applications that you can use if you want to do freelancing. You can do Upwork, you can do Fiverr, you can also do freelancer. Then there's e-commerce. Thanks to platforms like Amazon, eBay, and Etsy, it's now easier than ever to start an online shop. I want to start a business, but I don't have capital. Zilch, that one has gone now. Carry your business online. E-commerce. Go to Amazon. Go to eBay. Go to Etsy. It's now easier than ever. Whether you're selling physical products or you're selling digital downloads, e-commerce allows you to reach a global audience and sell your goods from the comfort of your own house. So this is not the one of, please, I need money to go and rent a shop. Mm-mm. In fact, right now, you don't even need to have the goods yourself. You can do dropship. Dropship. All you need is have character. Be honest. Be forthright. So that you can now take other people's goods digitally, put it before your own audience, get them to pay the person who has the goods, get your money, and off you go. You're in business. There's affiliate marketing. It involves promoting products or services and earning a commission for every sale that you refer. You can do this on your social media stuff. You can do them by blogs or by email marketing. And it can be a very good auxiliary way of earning income. And of course, there is online courses. With the rise of e-learning platforms like Udemy, Skillshare, teaching online courses has become a very popular way of making money. If you have any expertise at all in any area, you can create your own courses and sell them to others who are looking to learn. There's online advertising. If you have a blog, website with significant amount of traffic, you can make money through online advertising. You can do this through Google AdSense, sponsored content or display ads. In fact, whole brands are now carrying all their advertising revenue budgets online. You just wake up and you see an influencer or something and he's just doing a total movie all in the name of advertising a brand, and then you can also work selling stock images. There's so many things to do to video websites, online surveys and focus groups. Companies come and then they ask you questions. They just say, would you like to take a survey for us? But you see, for this to happen for you, you must be visible on the social media. And so they just pick you randomly and they say, okay, this is Cerilac. We notice that you've been posting pictures of children. Are they your children? You say yes. And they say, okay, will you take our online survey? And then you take the survey and they pay you for taking the survey, you know? So, and on and on and on, and then we have the heavies, which is app development, game development, and cryptocurrency. But I won't go into those tonight. So it's now easier than the famed 3 degrees difference to find anyone on social media and make a pitch. Unlike before, you'll have to ask someone to help you get to Ekanem, for instance. I don't need to ask anybody now. I'll just type her name Ekanem and I find her on social media. And then I'll just check, okay, do we have any common friends? And that becomes my opener. Oh, hi Ekanem, when I send her that DM. Hi Ekanem, my name is Ezinne Kufre-Ekanem. Fancy both of us having the same names. Okay, I see we even have mutual connections. Oh, Bidemi Mahmoudi is our mutual friend. I'd like to come see you for ABC. Or I'd like to talk to you for ABC. And it's done. Unlike before, that I need to come and be doing espionage. Oh, where does Ekanem work? Oh, where does Ekanem live? Oh, what church does Ekanem go to? Social media has knocked off all that for you. So there's no reason why you can't make your pitch to anybody you want to make your pitch to. It's also now easier to publish a book. You can write a book, you don't need to print it. You can make it an e-book, you put it online, and the people will just go buy it. It's easier to start your entrepreneurship journey. No store, no stock, drop ship, good character, digital marketing skills. That's all you require. And then you're on. It's easier to collaborate online. The way we socialize has completely evolved. So, what's holding you, future ready woman? Obviously, this is not an 1 hour session, and this is certainly not about putting up nice pictures on Facebook and Instagram, nor even ghosting to catch cruise, as we like to say. At the heart of this digital landscape that we're talking about lies the need for continuous learning and the ability to take on new skills. If you remember, it is as far as you can see. And that's why it's called a digital landscape. Landscape means like this. Portrait is like this. Landscape is like this. So that you can see. And then you say to yourself, which of this medium works for me? Because obviously you can't be on all of them effectively at the same rate. For instance, I'm on LinkedIn. I have a profile on LinkedIn, but I don't have time to be writing long professional stories. So I only have a presence on LinkedIn and I just go in there and I do cham. But if you know that you are a career person and that you work in corporate Nigeria, for instance, it will pay you to get on LinkedIn and then start your own opinion pieces. For me, as an interior designer, I am on Pinterest. I put my work out there because I want global recognition. And so that's how I get all the clients I get from out of Nigeria. So you need to know who you are, what you're about, where you want to go to in the future, and then draw up a plan that will now tell you how to get there. And then you look at all the different social media that we have, and then you find the one that best suits you and begin to use them. Because already they're playing catch up. So we need to make our data work for us by getting knowledge. Tech is a tool. You can navigate the tool. What you need is practice, practice, practice. Tonight is a good time to start. You make that plan, you begin to work on it. There is no shortcut to the future. No, it's not Indomie. There's no shortcut. You make a plan, you work the plan, you stick to it, you modify it, you keep working at it, and then you arrive at your future. A future ready woman must keep up with the latest developments in the fields that are rapidly evolving, such as digital markets and artificial intelligence. You must keep up with them. Blockchain technology. And moreover, you must be aware of market trends, develop strong networks, and foster collaborations to stay ahead of the curve. When you get together with your sisters, what do you talk about? You must change your language and start talking future ready. Yeah? As of January 2023, there were 5 billion 16 people, 5.16 billion internet users worldwide. And that is 64.4% of the global population. Can you imagine that 64.4% of the global population is on the same platform as you? Today, oh no, yesterday, Mark said that 3 billion people get on Facebook every day, every 24 hours. He also said that 3 billion people get on Instagram every 24 hours. Sisters, you have a show. The light is on you. The mic has been set up. It's your show. There are 2.999 billion people because you're the one that makes up 3 billion. What are you going to say to them? What are you going to sell to them? What are you going to collaborate with them on? What are you going to teach them? What are you going to ask them to teach you? What exactly are you going to do with them? Sometimes when I get on WhatsApp, for instance, and I'm looking at, if it's a day that I have time, and I'm looking at people's statuses, I'm just like, wow, oh, these people, how do you waste your status? I came to look at your status, and you just put a funny dance or something funny though, and I'm like, really? I look at somebody else's status. The person has put a message from the Bible or from the Quran, or the person has put a motivational quote, or the person has put up what they're selling, or something about their work, or something. Where am I likely to go back next time? To the person that is just putting up one caricature dance, or to the person that is saying something that I need in my life? Your status is a very powerful marketing platform for God, for self, for your family, for whatever it is you want people to know you for. Don't waste it. Do not waste it. You can't ghost. You can't come and open a Facebook page. You don't put a picture, you just put your name there, and then you don't make any post at all. How will you be found? Sincerely, people who are looking headhunters, they actually look at people's social media footprints right now. So I come to look at you. You've done your CV is so wonderful. I've interviewed you and everything, and I go to check for you online, and I see no activity. I really can tell because right now people are not interested in just hiring your degrees. They want to know who this total person is. How do you socialize? How do you worship? How do you interact? Are you someone that can build networks? Can you manage platforms? What kind of person are you? And of course, by the things you're interested in, that is how Mark and his team will be showing you. So my Facebook is certainly not your Facebook, except if we have the same interests. So it's tailored to suit everyone's individual needs whatever it is you've shown to the app that you require. That's what comes to you. So the future ready woman doesn't just sit down, fold her hands, and be shouting, "My helper, oh, my helper, oh." The future ready woman puts her best foot forward. Because no matter your interest in life, there's an expert group on social media about it. But peradventure you don't find any expert group, create one yourself. Because the future ready woman is also a pioneer. The pioneer who is ready to learn, unlearn, relearn. She doesn't take no for an answer. She has a can-do spirit. Can you do this? Yes. You know how to do this? Yes. Even if she's learning on the job doing it. That's who she is. It's being touted that tech will take away jobs. And I say yes, tech will take away jobs, but tech will also create a lot of jobs. A lot. So the future ready woman needs to know this. Ride the curve, stay ahead of the curve. The only way to do this is to collaborate with tech itself. Not be afraid of it, but collaborate with it. Because indeed, there is uh, uh, a more interesting future that is out there waiting for us. You know. So, my dear sisters, it's time to upgrade and upscale from posting for likes across social media to becoming scholars of thought, builders of systems and networks. Builders of systems and networks. It's time to stamp yourself, stamp your essence and your authenticity on your digital landscape. Digital skills are not optional, they're a must have in today's world. They've gone beyond being a tool for connectivity and are now a powerful driver of innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. I am not tech inclined. I am not tech savvy. Is not an excuse because the future is here and you have to live the future. The future ready woman must remain in control of her digital landscape, embracing change and taking on new challenges with confidence, agility, and enthusiasm. That's why she's poised to succeed in the years to come, making the most of the dynamic opportunities presented by the digital landscape. To conclude tonight, I will say that the future ready woman knows that the future is uncertain, yet she remains anchored on Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Thank you for having me.